y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am very excited. I am back from my family vacation and I came home to all of my makeup orders coming in the mail. I'm so excited. So today we're just gonna test new makeup. I have new Hourglass, new concealer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, Charlotte Tilbury, KALEIDOS. I have lots of new stuff. We're going to be testing new makeup today. This is going to be some first impressions. I'm pumped to try it all. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here on my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new products, we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, because I upload lots of new videos every single week. So if you are looking for some fun content, if you just want to have a good time, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe. But like I said, I'm excited. I've been on vacation for the past week. I went with my family down to the beach and I've got some new things to play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom y'all in and we will jump into it. Okay, starting off, KALEIDOS did send me their new lip products and they sent me this Apple Glaze lip mask. Everything else I'm going to talk about, I'll tell you if I purchased or if it was sent, but everything basically I purchased. But this was sent to me. I really liked the original mask they came out with, so I'm gonna put this on because listen, I applied sunscreen multiple times a day when I was at the beach, but I was also swimming in the ocean for hours and hours and hours, and I did get some sun on my skin and my lips are super duper dry. Just the wind and that salt water, no amount of chapstick was gonna keep the sun off my lips. So this is definitely gonna help me out. Now I already primed my skin. This is just a repurchase, but my TATCHA order came in. I needed my silk canvas. This is my favorite primer and they were doing 20% off. So I went ahead and ordered another one. But like I said, my skin is already primed. Now, I took advantage of Sephora's 20% off foundations. I shared it on my community tab. They did it from the 16th to the 20th, and I picked up the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation, and I picked up the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Foundation. But I'm gonna go with this one today. I've worn both of these once. The first time I wore this, I wore it for about 9 hours and it looked so beautiful. I have oily skin and I'm 34. I have oily skin, but I like to glow. Like, I don't mind having oils come through. I will link down below the skincare that I prepped my skin with, but I really like being glowy. I like to just enhance my natural skin. My natural skin is oily, so I really liked this, but I only wore it for 9 hours, so of course I have to test it way more. I want to test it out today though. And how cute is this little ghost sponge? Base Blue Cosmetics sent me this. Look, they actually sent me two. This one I used before, but how cute. So look, dry to wet. Well, and he's dirty, but it's so adorable. I don't love the shape, honestly, but it's so cute. I can't help but enjoy it. So I'm going to apply this foundation. This is not new to the market, but it is new to me. Again, I've only worn it once. Okay, so you can see this is a very glowy foundation. It is a little bit light for me now that I'm back for the beach, but I think it's gonna look great once we're all done. I'm in the shade, what shade am I in? We're 3W0, so that's warm olive. I like this. This is a very medium coverage foundation. You can see it's very radiant, glowy without making my skin look like oily. I look glowy, not oily. Now, I have this ABH concealer. I bought this from Ulta. I bought the shade 10. This is the Magic Touch concealer, and this is hefty packaging. Like this, look at it compared to my Pat McGrath. Like, it's so much bigger. I wonder how much product. Let's see. 0.4 ounces in this one and 0.16 in this one. So that makes sense. You get a ton more product in this one. All right. Oh, good. I think I got a great shade. I think shade 10 is going to work amazingly for me. Yeah. Gonna put some on my chin, on my nose, right up here. I like to let my concealer set for a minute. I like to let it get a little bit thick on my skin. Not quite to where it dries down, but I feel like I get better coverage when I let it set for a few minutes. So that is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend it with the ghost tail feet, the bottom of the ghost. Okay, I think this concealer looks really nice. Of course, I have to wear it more, but it blended well. It's covered everything under here, so far, so good. I bought this Hourglass palette. I debated and debated, but I was like, you know what? The only Hourglass powders I have are the metallic strobe lighting palette, which I love. Like, that's one of my favorite highlighters ever in my entire collection. So I was like, I hear so many good things about their blushes, their bronzers, their ambient lighting powders, all of that. So I bought this one. This is Ambient Lighting Edit Universe. So this is the lighter one. They also came out with a deeper version and a very deep trio. Looking at this in person, I feel like this is going to be way too light for me. I feel like the bronzer is going to be too light. I feel like this is going to be too light. I was kind of curious if I could use this to set my under eye, but it looks very light and it looks very glowy. But the point of this, the point of today is for me to test new stuff. So we're going to try it and see. I will say, look, this is like metal packaging. I love it. I think this looks so pretty. It's like marble with like this gold running through it. I love the metal packaging instead of the plastic. You've got a nice big mirror. Like, I just think this feels so nice. I'm really, really into it. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss airbrush brush. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous to put this under my eye. It doesn't look as glowy as a highlighter, but there's definitely like some glow to it. Are y'all ready? Oh, there's definitely like shimmer. There's definitely like full-on shimmer particles. It's so fine. I don't know that I would call it glitter, but it's right there on the line between shimmer and glitter. Okay. I'm just like, is this a mistake? This may be a mistake. I'm just going to use this as like a setting powder all over my face. I'm just like pressing it in. And I don't know what to think. It's a very shimmery, like my face is shimmery. I think this was a mistake. I think I should not have used it like this. Also, I feel like I'm looking a bit like Casper, like compared to my neck. This is very light on me. I think I'm gonna have to add bronzer pretty quickly. Yeah, this palette might end up getting returned to Sephora because that's a large shade. I'm kind of laughing at myself. Okay, let's go ahead and go in with the bronzer. Let me try this. This looks like it's going to be very light on me. Oh, it's showing up. I mean, at least it's showing up, right? This is not my tone. This is not my tone. No. This is not working for me. I don't like this. I think this was maybe made for somebody who is very fair. But to be honest, who is putting this all over their face? Do y'all use this all over your face? Is it just me that it looks terrible on? Like, my under eyes look metallic? I hate this. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to wash my face. Okay, just look at it right now because I'm about to go on, like, on top of my under eye. I don't know, like, it's not bright enough to be a highlighter. I don't know that you would see it as a highlighter, but I'm about to go on top of it with my NYX powder because I want to salvage this makeup look. And I just don't like the way that looks. Okay, we're going to tone it down with the NYX powder. That also really emphasized my pores, that powder, which usually with the TATCHA, I don't have a problem with my pores. Oh my gosh, that's bad. This is looking a little bit better, but it's definitely still not the fave. And the tone of the bronzer, all wrong. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's try to add a little bit more bronzer, maybe I can salvage this look. Okay, I feel like it looks okay. I definitely don't feel like I look good by any means. Now, I received these products from Charlotte Tilbury to try. This is the Brow Cheat Micro Precision Brow Pencil, and I'm going to try the clear brow gel as well. So one end has the spoolie on this Charlotte Tilbury. I've worn this a couple of times, and I have to say, it's a very pretty formula, but the tip is not my fave. The tip is not tiny enough for me. It's larger than what I'm used to, but I am going to quickly do my brows. I'll kind of speed through so y'all can see. Okay, brows are filled. Now, the more I look at this powder, I hate it more and more. And I looked at the little card that's on the Hourglass thing, and it says, apply infinity powder all over the face. It does say that. It does say that. It does say that. So, I mean, unless the blushes and the highlight are just $80 amazing, I don't know. But let's do eyeshadow. Hold on. I was actually just looking at myself, and I think this brow maybe just needs a little bit more. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here is what we're gonna do. We are going to combine two eyeshadow palettes today. I want to use the mattes from my Carnival palette, and I want to use these really pretty shimmery special shades from It's Belle. This is actually restocking today. I think I do have an affiliate code. The code is Heather if you want to save at It's Belle. But I thought it would be fun to kind of mix it with the mattes in this palette. And I've been testing out this eye primer. This is the P.LOUISE Mitchell Acid Rain Eye Primer. So it's not this. It's not this original P.LOUISE. This is just a little bit too liquidy for me. I like it okay. I liked it when I first got it. The more and more I used it, the less and less I liked it. Now this I've only been trying for a week or two, but it reminds me a lot of the MAC Paint Pot. Actually, how much product do you get in here? You get what? Where's your weight? Okay, in the Paint Pot you get 0.17 ounces, and in this you get 0.53 ounces. I thought this was a lot. This is thick though. This is thick like the Paint Pot. Now in my Paint Pot I use the shade Lay and Low, and this is actually a lot lighter. So I don't know how many shades this comes in, but let me find a brush. I'm going to prime my eyes, and we are going to create something. Okay, what we are going to do first is I'm going to take this Morphe 504, and I'm going to mix this yellow right here with this green right here called Moss. So that is the shade Buttercup and the shade Moss. Now, this big BH palette, I do have swatches and 2 looks up on my channel with it. And then I have a 3rd look, like inspiration, little short video up over on my Instagram account. So if you're like, hey, what does this palette do on its own? Definitely check that video out. This is really pretty. Like, these 2 colors mixed together, really pretty. My skin is actually looking way too glowy for me. I hate that powder. Oh, I'm so mad I used that powder. Okay, I am going to just fluff this all over like that. Oh, that's such a pretty, like, ooh, isn't that like an outer space green? I don't know what that means, but it's like acid green. You know what? Let me zoom y'all in a little closer. I got y'all zoomed out a little bit too far. I'm going to prime this side, do the same thing over here. Move on. This is the BK Beauty 205 brush. I'm going to go into this olive shade right here, up here, called Ash. And I'm going to mix it with this green right here. So these two right here, Ash and Sable, I'm going to mix together. And I'm going to apply that right out here to kind of deepen it up. And I'm going to pull it across like that and just kind of buff out, even blending it a bit under my eye. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this tiny little M213 brush from Morphe. And let's see, I think, you know what? Let's go in with Pecan, this shade right here. Let's kind of stay away from the green. I don't want this to be like a super monochromatic look. So let's pull in another color. And I'm going to pull this right under the lower lash line. Okay, for my lid color, I'm going to grab Star Ruby right here from It's Belle. I do have a video up swatching this palette and a tutorial. So if you're curious about this palette, you can definitely watch that. So I'm going to pick this up and I am going to spray my brush. Any setting spray you have on hand will do. It doesn't matter. I am going to pop this all over my lid. I'm bringing it up above my crease because I just like doing that. I like the way it makes my eyes look. I like the way you can still see the shadow really well that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop that on like this. Okay, now I want to take just a tiny dip into Morganite. Put that right on the inner corner. I'm going to do colored liner on my lower lash line. So let's go in with Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. This is going to go right here in my lower waterline. My upper lashes, I'm just going to throw on some black liner. I'm going to use my Patrick Ta liner. Let me tell y'all, this is also a new product to me. I showed this in my most recent Sephora haul, I think was last week. This liner, again, only been testing it for a week, but it stays. It stays where you put it. It does not move. You can put it on. You have just a little time to kind of smudge it if you want to, but once it's done, it is done, and it is going to last. It is going to, listen, this is a great liner. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to throw on some of my Urban Decay Lash Freak, and then I'll come back. We'll play with the blushes, the highlighters in this palette, and we'll play with some KALEIDOS lip colors. Okay, this is the eye look with mascara and all. I'm very happy about it. I put on a little bit of lip liner. I just used my GOSS Sepia, and KALEIDOS sent me some of their lip products. I'm very excited. They sent me their new lip clays. I had tried these before, but I had like the very bold colors, so I feel like I couldn't get a good sense for my thoughts on them. They just weren't my favorite. It was like a teal and some really deep colors, but they sent me some more like nude shades, so I'm very excited. This is the shade Bear. This is the one I'm gonna wear today. So this again is their Cloud Lip Clay, which is a really pretty color. Okay, I like how pointy the applicators are on these. Oh, I really like this color. This is a me type of lip shade. Okay, so I'm just applying it like that. It's very moussey feeling, kind of whipped. Okay, I really like this lip color. I'm gonna let it dry down, and we are gonna try the blush and highlight from this palette. Let's just mix let's mix them both and see. I feel like I'm gonna return this palette. I normally don't return makeup, but this was $80. I paid $80 for this. The blush looks very pretty. It looks very pretty, but does it look more beautiful than some of my favorite blushes? No. Let's try the highlighter though. I'm gonna go in with this. That's intense. This looks okay. The blush and the highlight look fine. I'm not gonna hate on the blush and highlight. They look fine. I do prefer, let me just show y'all because I've been talking about, this is the only powder product I have from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Strobe Light palette, and I love this. Like, these are some of my favorite highlighters in my collection. This one is this the same formula? Strobe brush, Strobe powder, supernatural strobe light. So I don't think that's the same. It's okay. Listen, I don't normally return makeup, but this was $80 and I don't even really know like who I would pass it on to. I'm gonna return it. I'm gonna return it. There. I may try it one more time just to see if maybe I can get some use out of it, but I think I'm gonna return it. I got this fan from KALEIDOS, so let's put on, what's this? This is cool. I like this. Okay, there we go. I'm like, oh, can I, okay. So I'm gonna spray my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray, and then I'm gonna fan my face off. Ooh, I like having this fan. This fan is working for me. Okay, let me kind of give you my thoughts on these products. I mean, the two eyeshadow palettes I've used before. I've already reviewed those, so of course I like those. Okay, wait a minute. Why can I not fold this back up? Okay, well, that'll be a problem for another time. The foundation, second impression, of course I have to wear it multiple times. I'll follow up. All of these products I will follow up in about a week or maybe even a month, tell you what I think about them once I've really been able to test them out even more. But second impression on this foundation, I loved. The concealer was very nice. We already talked about this. The lip color looks great. The Patrick Ta liner I'm liking. The Charlotte Tilbury brows, my brows look great, but I definitely think they're very expensive. I don't know that I need that. The lip mask, my lips look nice and hydrated. The sponge, very cute, but it's not my favorite texture of sponge. I do like my Beauty Blender better. What else? Foundation, concealer, powders, eye products, liners, lip products. That's kind of everything. I'll definitely, like I said, I will follow up, let y'all know how it's going. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in another video. That's all I've got. Bye!